Hello. Good evening. Hello, Kitty. You can't wait to use your Kitty detective powers. Yes, it is time. We're jumping back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm glad you could make it. Hello, hello. It's Calico Pascal, Sea Otter VTuber, streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. How's everybody doing today? While I had you all on the waiting screen, I went and made some chamomile tea. Well, that's hot. Picture a cat with Super Saiyan hair. That's the kind of power we need with this case. It's gonna be hard. We're getting into the trenches of this. So without further ado, let's get into it. That's right, I forgot. Maya is in jail. Hold on, let me adjust the microphone a little bit. Ugh. Okay, so I can't remember, so... Alright, we finished the first half of the trial, right? You fell asleep last time? Yeah. So in the trial, she tried to give us a little more time to figure out, what was it? That one girl. The girl with the country accent. So she's really, wanting to be like a culprit to the crime, or claiming that she was. And it was just like not really adding up, and so Maya decided to interrupt the court so that way she just basically bought us time, but in the end, you know, she got arrested. So I think we're supposed to go back to the lake to look for more evidence. Before I do that, let's just talk to her and see what she says, because for a recap, for not just me, but for you guys too. Did she jump up and punch the judge in the face or something? No, she just kept interrupting the court process, I believe. So what do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. I choked him with her pearls. Yeah, she could clobber someone with them, they're so big. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding! Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as a bet as any. What do you say? Oh, what do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure! Oh wait, can she come with us? Oh, wait, hold on. Any ideas? Have you noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, no much more than that, no. She's probably so upset about Mia. I should leave her alone. Oh yeah, she was having trouble trying to connect with her sister, but her sister wasn't answering the phone. So let's get a move on and go back to the lake. It is currently December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Oh, okay, so she's fine. But she was in detention for a little bit. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. Well, what did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Well, what do you have in mind? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. She caused us a lot of trouble, ha 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 ha. Well, memory is tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder. You didn't witness it this time. So what about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl! I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. So how do you want to make it up to us, Lotta? Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see... Actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? Yeah, I thought this was to make it up to us? Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information doesn't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? I say deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right, see y'all later. And she's gone. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy, for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Oh, do we have new stuff to examine? We do. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. There's a lot of trees here. I guess that's why they call it a nature park. It's quite pretty when the cherry trees along the lakeside blossom in spring. Today, it's just cold. Anything else? The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. It's a little cold for picnicking these days, though. And that's it. So let's move on in. Oh. The public beach. Oh my gosh. Where do you come from? Her being defensive is pretty accurate coming from a southerner. People see us as a very one-note and intelligence goes pretty unnoticed here. That's why the southern inventor trope is so common. It's a subversion of expectations thing. Aha! I didn't know that. Or, I guess that makes sense. Well, what's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick! Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you, like, put this here, it would be, like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow! That's real impressive. She could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. He looks very happy. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret witness? A weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. So tell me about the big ol' samurai. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy. I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Huh. Alright. I don't think we have anything to show him. Wait, can we ask him about Gordy if I show him this? That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think someone probably saw something else that they thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. I see. So you don't know anything about the... you don't know anything about Gordy otherwise. Okay, well let's check the woods. Anything new here? Not again, if you aren't Cody. Get the Steel Samurai out of my face. You've had enough of that trial, huh, Kitty? Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. Wachoo! Oh my god. Explosive sneeze. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Sorry. I'm like opening my wallet and there's nothing inside. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO. Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Alright, so we need to find some stuff about Gordy for her. Well, let's take a look. I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Hey, Nick! What, don't tell me you're hungry again. No, no. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then? I'm not having this conversation. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. Well, who would be setting their tents on fire, Maya? The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Okay, let's slide. Lotta's camera is staring out at the lake, as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that cameras must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay, let's move. Let's check the boat rental shop. Maybe something will finally happen. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good? Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. That's it? Well, let's take a look. Examine. Oh, well. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. And that's it. Oh, okay. So you probably have to keep talking to Butts. Can I show him this? Nope, nope. What about this gun? Can I show you the gun? Nope. Nope. Okay, so nothing else here. And he doesn't have anything else to say. Well, that's it? There's no way that's it. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to where Lotta was. Move. Slide. Talk. Wait, no. Back. Let's show her this again. Maybe she'll have something to say. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do you think I am? Kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Okay, so we gotta find some more info on Gordy. Somehow. I don't have anything else about Gordy here. Oh, yeah, we didn't examine this area. Let's take a look. Doesn't that steel samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this steel samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I used it to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. I can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous... Oh, why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea! What have I done? This is new. Those flags look sadly out of place here. Flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know, I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. Huh? The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh, I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? Here's a lake. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Hello, Only Flans! Hello, hello! How are you this evening? Glad you could make it. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Oh, bench? Hey, Nick! Benches! Let's take a break. Maybe have a dog? I think not. It's too cold to sit and eat hot dogs out here. Wimpy city boy. You should try standing under a freezing waterfall sometime. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be really cold. Okay, anything else? Nope, we have... Nope, I didn't want to look at that. Okay, so that's it. But I don't have any other evidence to show. Random map of Gourd Lake. Gunshots. Time of death. Camera. The photo. Actually, what do you think of this, Larry? No, nope. He doesn't care. You're drinking, so it's better. Ooh. What kind of drink we having tonight? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Back. Let's move. Let's go back to the entrance. And then we'll go to... I don't know. Where could we go? Let's see if there's anyone at the office. I really don't think there is. Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving's much more fun. She's like rubbing her flies together like a... Her flies. She's rubbing her hands together like a little fly. Dude, my brain has been all over the place today. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Her flies. No, stop. Okay, let's check the detective office. Do you guys know anything about Gordy? Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. So how's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out of him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. So, do you know anything about Gordy? Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake. No, personally, no. Oh, not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Eek! You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. Oh no. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time! Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Yay! We're all looking for this fake monster. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Oh, wow. Secret police tech, detective tech? Really? You can take whichever one you like. Wow, so what's a secret weapon? Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1. A missile. Missile? Oh, he's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy! Come here, buddy! Oh my god! Dog! Oh, he's a little guy! Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick, cute dog! A cute dog. And this will help us how? He just makes my day brighter. Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah, how are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Ah, he's right. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3. A metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. We should borrow the dog. A dog, your mortal enemy, oh no. Oh hey, if we get the fishing pole, do you think they would let us rent a boat? Like, we're not just going out on the boat, but now we're like, oh, we're gonna go fishing. Quote unquote, we're going fishing. Metal detector would be useful too. Maybe we could find something related to Gordy at the beach. Can we... Do you think we can have one and then go use it and then come back? The kitty says no to the dog. You vote the fish option? Okay, let's give it a shot. Can we borrow that flimsy looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. The fishing pole borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. Sadly flimsy and of dubious utility. Alright. Thanks, let's get out of here. To the lake. We'll go to the beach. The beach. Hey, can you maybe, like, can we also potentially fish on the shore? That's also a question. But let's check the boat shop first. Oh, no. Examine. No, I want to fish. Let me fish. Okay, maybe let's try the beach then. Or I guess the woods, which has a beach. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. A good spot? For what?
Time to do some fishing!
She's serious. What are you going to use for bait?
Oh.
Yeah, oh.
I figured something like-
I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Missile along with us too. At least then we'd have bait. Hey, would that have made you happier to Kitty if we used the dog as bait? What the dog doing?
Nick! How could you?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Some jokes are better left untold. Oof, she hit me.
Okay, watch this, Nick.
So she's just gonna throw out the throw out the fishing line with no bait? Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay?
Here we go. Eck, my leg!
Well, what happened? No, no!
Hey, what are you doing?
Sorry, Lotta.
Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll.
Nick, pay her. My poor, poor wallet. I'm sorry, Lotta. I hope sand suffices. No, we can't talk yet. But it doesn't seem like the... Oh, wait, no. Doesn't look like, Oh wait, can I show this to her? I'm sorry, this is what we're trying to do. Do you think Gordy will come up if we fish for him?
Lotta, wait! For catching Gordy...
A fishing pole? Are you out of your doggone mind?
Yes, I mean, yes, it's a fishing pole.
Huh. I never thought of that. Good luck.
Thanks!
I don't believe it. Okay, well she seems fine. Okay, well, I don't think the fishing pole worked, so let's go back and see if we can exchange. Or wait, can I do it here? I want to fish here. Or wait. Larry, look. Do you think this will work?
You know, you can't catch many fish in this lake. I'm not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all, Gordy! Huh. You really going to try to fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth, yes! Huh. Brings a tear to my eye, man. In more ways than one.
Okay, so... Yeah, and then nothing happened over here. Okay, let's go back to... Let's go back and exchange. Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? Okay, let's borrow the dog. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him.
Wait, puppy. He's so cute!
Oh boy. A canine unit in training. Very cute, with shiny eyes. Alright, let's move. Okay, move. To the beach.
Hey, Nick.
Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature. Little creature! Of the detectives.
Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy.
Oh my god, he's evil! The kitty, help! What's wrong, Missile? Oh my god.
Eek! Missile! Missile!
What is he biting?
Whoa, stop that thing! Cannibal! It's eating my samurai dogs!
Oh no!
My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one!
Wow, greedy. I'm sorry, Larry.
Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick.
It's going to have to... this time. I don't have any more money. Lotta took all my sand. Look at him. I present to you Missile.
Hey, Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me. What am I going to tell the big boss? I have no more glizzies.
There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand?
Nick, maybe the stand is a front for a mafia money laundering scheme.
Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened.
Oh, right.
My poor dogs. Okay, let's get a move on. To the woods. Okay. Lotta, look at this dog. I've brought him here for a purpose.
Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. He yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones that used to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I hadn't thought about that.
Okay, so how do we let Missile do his thing? Examine? I want to let him loose. Set him free. I can't take multiple secret weapons at a time, so unfortunately we cannot use both the fishing rod and Missile. I told you they're evil. Nobody listens to me around here. No. Okay, well. Wait. No, okay, just kidding. Let's move. We have to go check in the boat rental shop and see if he finds anything. Okay, just kidding. Nothing happened. Wait, can we examine? And there's nothing! Okay. Let's take him back. And we'll have to tell Gumshoe, hey, your canine ate a ton of glizzies on the job. I'm sorry if he's a little chunky. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you, department policy. We'll take your pick. Which will it be? Give me the metal detector. Can I borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything! Metal detector borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. Okay. Let's move on over. Again! Gourd Lake Beach. Okay, what do you think about this? Oh, he doesn't care. Okay. Fine. We're gonna go to the woods. Nope. Slide on over. What do you think about this, Lotta? You think we can find Gordy with this?
Hey, Lotta, look at this. It's a metal detector. I know what it is. I'm not sure that's going to pick up Gordy, though. Unless he's been eating people's watches or spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
What can I use it? How do I use... I don't think there's a... I wanna use the items that I have. Can I not? Because I don't think it's this. Okay, let's go back. Examine? Can I do anything new with the metal detector? Anything? Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Okay, I guess not. Move to the boat rental shop. Oh my gosh. Oh, we found something.
Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector found something!
Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out? Nick. Look!
Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
Oh.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags?
Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
It's heavy. Wow, we found an empty air tank. The valve is open and a banner of flags is wrapped around it. Okay. You know where we saw some flags like that? Over here. Hey, what do you know about this?
What? An air tank? What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Have you seen this before?
Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter?
There's something about the way his eye twitched when I showed him the tank. I think I'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. Alright. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours?
Why would I have a thing like that?
Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there.
Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days.
Really?
Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway?
To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you?
Inflate what?
What else? That big puffy steel samurai.
Now why would you go asking me a question like that?
Looks like I hit the nail on the head.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well.
As I suspected. That's more about the tank. It didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Do you think you could be a little more specific?
Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then...
Whoa! Oh my god! Where did he go? Where's he going?
The valve busted open and made this incredible noise! And that tank there took off like a rocket! And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
What? Off into Gourd Lake?
It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure.
So, is it possible that sound wasn't even a gunshot? So maybe there was only one single gunshot? Interesting.
So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so.
The 20th? A week ago.
Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it.
The night before last? The night of the murder!
Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Pero. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But, you see, I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened?
No.
That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her. Alright. So let's go talk to Lotta. Hey, Lotta. Look at this thing. You're gonna be kind of upset, but... Oh, what? Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lotta's interest. Oh, alright. Let's see.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet?
Well, nothing quite yet. It's not going to be that easy to find him, you know.
You'd better hurry or you won't have the info in time for the trial tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Well, hold on. See, can I tell her he doesn't exist? Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy.
What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy doesn't exist?
The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Is out there somewhere. It's right here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. This air tank.
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time... a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
I'm sorry, Lotta.
Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised.
Oh, poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have.
A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here.
A boat rental?
There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy, living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but... Here, take it.
Second lake photo added to the court record.
Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Oh, poor Lotta.
It's all Larry's fault. That idiot. The legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should whip that butts into shape.
so modest. Nope. Alright, let's get moving. We gotta go check the boat rental shop. You dogs are evil. Ever since one took your... Oh no! It ate your pet goldfish? No! Not your house! Until the doggy nation attacked. No! Surely not all dogs. Hashtag not all dogs.
Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway.
Okay, examine. What? There's no one around. What are we looking at? Huh? What? Nope. Not all dogs, but always a dog. Oh, okay. There we go. We can go to the shack. Oh my god, Borb!
Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, squawk.
Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch.
Keith!
Yes?
I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. The homeless man who threw in justice. He looks like that meme.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, squawk. Yep.
Not justice, what? Just to ease? Who throw in just to ease? Justice! A crow's name. Like Nardo. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Wow, he is out like a light. Is it even worth talking to him? Will he hear us? Will he respond? Oh my god. A pasta shop.
Yup. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg.
Yes!
Tomorrow, we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes?
You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg!
Yes!
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick?
Huh. How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This here is the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Well, let's look around. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me.
Ah! What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello, hello,
Squawk.
See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker. Answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Ha 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 ha! Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Oh, what's the secret word?
Polly! Polly! What's your name?
Polly! Squawk!
Cute!
I just found a new friend. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that.
You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
Yeah, but with what?
Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa.
And what? Talk about murders?
Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick.
Wow, there are lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there?
Huh? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish.
Yeah, this is a freshwater lake. What are we doing?
Wow, he has a television in here too.
Anything else? Fishing pole. This fishing pole looks expensive. Oh, that's it? Anything else? No, that looks like that's it. Oh. Can I present him something? Wait, I can present Polly to him? What happens? Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow-lioli. I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo? Blue?
That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. How about this? Huh! Now listen here, Keith. Remember... Oh. Okay. It's okay, so we have to go about this another way. Oh. My memory's gotten worse as of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything? Important? Oh, I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228, squawk.
All right.
Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya?
See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking.
And the criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Okay, well, I don't think presenting him anything else would work. So I think let's move out of here. Alright, so... okay, nothing to show here. Wait, can we talk to him about the bird? Nope, okay, he doesn't care. Just kidding. I think that means we gotta move back out. Let's go talk to Gumshoe. Maybe there's been some progress made. Cook the bird! Mmm, yum yum. If the bird can speak, he can remember! Ooh, that's true. The bird, trust me, the answer. I don't want to learn how to wrangle wet noodles. What the flaccid noodle? Oh no. Yes, welcome to my high quality restaurant, the Flaccid Noodle.
Now that you mention it, didn't you say you had a meeting to go to?
That's right. Let's come back later. Oh, alright. Let's go... back to the office? No. Let's go... here. To Grossberg Law Offices. Maybe we can find some new information out. Oh, apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Never mind. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Can I look at stuff? I can. I missed Mr. Grossberg isn't getting that painting back. I feel kind of bad for him. I know his prized possession. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Ugh, excuse me. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Oh. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Huh. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Oh, so is it just for show? And that's it. Okay. We move. There's no one in here. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning.
Let's come back later.
I guess so. Alright. I guess we still got other things we can do. So what to do? What should we do, Maya? Tell me.
I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. I think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal?
Any ideas? Well, any thoughts you want to share? Penny for your thoughts?
Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think.
Poor Maya. She probably thought about Mia the whole time she was in there. Okay. So we're just trying to kill time, I guess, until these guys are all done with stuff. Okay, I wanted to examine... I didn't examine the detective's office. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Rook to bishop 7. Checkmate? I don't believe it! He must be playing chess on the computer. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Resistance is futile. We have you surrounded. It's not too late. Release the hostages and come out with your hands up. Huh. He must be doing image training for negotiating a hostage situation. Me reading the blurred, smudgy lines on my hand. The jig is up. Come out with your hands up. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Yeah, what could they possibly be doing? Alright. I think we have more things to examine here that we're probably not doing. Or... I think we might still need to talk to the guy, the old man. Oops. Nope. Back to the shack. Okay, I'm not sure how else. Ah! That's a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is! I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge! Oh my god, I feel so seen. I get it. Huh? Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith!
Nick, now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir. No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night.
Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Sure thing, Grandpa. Okay, we promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg.
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello, squawk. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Can we show stuff to the bird? What if I show him a gun? Hey, old man, what do you think of this?
Huh.
He fell asleep.
Huh.
Okay, how about this? Do you know what this is? Nope. He fell asleep again. Old man, please. Okay. What if we just keep talking about Polly? I think we have to...
Polly here is my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly?
Hello, squawk.
Hurry up.
Okay, what do you think of this thing? Nope, he just falls right asleep. He doesn't care about anything except for Polly. And I guess my lawyer's badge. Your wallet won't be full of sand anymore. Yippee! I'll have income. Let's see. The first bite, we didn't catch any fish earlier. You're still hungry. Whoop. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll on the chat, not the game. Speaking of detention, when y'all were in school, were you detention kids or did you stay out of drama? No, I was a good kid. Calico was the A+ student. I was a good kid. There was one time I remember being in, like, I don't know, I was young, and it was the thing where, like, when you're in class, you know, if you're good, you have, like, the green card, and then if you start misbehaving, they make you change to, like, yellow, which is, like, your first warning, and then it goes to, like, I don't know, orange or something, and then there's red, which is like, oh, you're in big trouble. There was one time where I was trying to talk to my friend who I was sitting next to at school, and this was during free time, okay? So, like, we were allowed to be talking and doing stuff, and I was trying to get my friend to give me a high five, but for some reason he wasn't responding, and I was getting kind of frustrated because I'm literally sitting next to him like, hey, give me a high five, and I didn't realize that the class had technically started and my teacher was kind of just like standing there like waiting for me to realize that class had started. And so rather than just like telling me like, hey, we're in class right now, she just told me to go pull my little card, and I was like so upset because I was like, that's not fair. We were literally like in a position where we were okay to talk, and then like nobody told me that we were in class again. What the heck? You think he has narcolepsy? He somehow made it through high school with only one detention due to being late. Pretty stupid. The rest of the time I had seat time because of being late or missing days. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I never got into trouble. I always was a rule follower. Unfortunately, I am a weenie. I was called the roundabout as a kid because I went around to group making friends. I had a cute-ass nickname as a kid in middle to high school. Well, that's good. So you were probably popular then amongst your classmates. Can I show this? What if I keep showing him this? Will he keep talking?
You won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it.
I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind. You know anything about this?
Yep, I seen this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith.
Yes.
It's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yep, the other night out on the lake.
Yes?
I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all.
Okay, go on. How about this lady? Do you recognize her? No, he doesn't care. So how come he didn't respond to the gun? I'm like, here's a photo of someone getting shot, and he's like, oh, I've seen that. I show him a gun, and he's like, I don't care about that. Not important. How about this photo? It's just the empty lake. But, no, he doesn't care. Yeah. How about this bullet? What do you think of this bullet? No. We are going to keep trying everything until he says something. You know anything about Gordy? How about this? Do you know about Gordy? Nope. Alright. I don't think he cares about murder evidence. How about this map of the lake? No. Alright. Okay, okay, wait, because I showed it to him, can I talk to him now? Yes! So what'd you see, old man? I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Oh, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang! So I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! Oh my goodness. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup.
What did he say?
Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door. He always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really?
Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk! Don't forget, DL6, squawk!
Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly.
Don't forget, DL6, squawk!
What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean, Dad.
This is getting weird.
Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
We have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Alright, let's get moving! Yes. We have a lead. Gumshoe, are you done? Please talk to us. Let's see what you guys say. I got in a fight before, and then I was hustling food in the school. I made like $340 a week selling sweets and sodas. You know, that's not the first time I've heard a story like that. But good on you guys. That's like... I mean, that shows that you've got the business smarts in ya. Creative. I was a quiet, bullied, depressed kid all through school until high school because there were new people I didn't know. Okay, so you were able to make friends in high school. I'm sorry to hear you were bullied. But I got kicked out of school because I left a knife in my backpack from a camping trip with my uncle. No! Let's see. I lived in the same area for forever, so my bullies would follow me. Yeah, that's always hard when you're stuck with the same people. But you know, for some people, like, living in the same space for a long time and like only ever interacting with those people, some people are okay with that and don't want to have any sort of change, which is kind of crazy to me to think about. But I feel like in people's lives, you change so much already as it is. So I'm sure that'd be interesting. I unfortunately did not have that experience. I also moved around quite a bit as a kid, so I met a lot of different people during different periods of school time. You went to school for the really bad kids because you got... Oh, but you got Superhead because of that school, though. That's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, again, because I moved a lot as a kid, when I was in middle school, I went to a school that was not very popular, and it wasn't in a very good area either. But yes, just like you, I also was considered, like, and lauded as the very smart kid and the well-behaved kid because of that. Oops, chat is filled with paragraphs. That's okay. I prefer having an active chat, being able to talk to you guys about stuff. You know, it's not just you guys watching me. It's good to make conversation. It's all cozy in here. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective Gumshoe? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. Haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious.
Detective Gumshoe, please help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Well, may I present to you... well, not exactly the bird, but the bird said something about DL6. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. The incident? DL6. What?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk. Don't forget, DL6, squawk.
Huh?
My gosh, I know Nee. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Doesn't make any sense, bud. Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6?
Nick, you think he might be?
I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Though, there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go and find what you need.
Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Alright, let's go. Records room. It's low-key nice. Yeah. I always enjoy a nice, comfy stream with you guys.
Wow! It's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
Okay. Well, everything, honestly. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go.
December 28th, 2001.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. Oh, that's scary.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours!
That would be scary like that in the dark.
Whoa. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father.
Oh, that was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here! Found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35.
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. And he's young. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond? The victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think. Okay, that makes me think the old man is the 3rd person from the elevator. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much! We'll never get it out!
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record.
Yippee!
Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is a trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Wow! We're moving on to the trial. Legendary lawyer Calico Pascal Esquire. Yes, that is I. Hello, Eros. How are you? We're doing it. We're being detectives. We're gonna solve this case. You just got back from the gym? Nice. Very nice. What did you hit today? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. There's no opening statement, so... I'm never gonna get over the objection. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. A pool day. Very nice. Get that big back. Let's go. Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Hey, wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes! Oh, tisk. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate!
Yeah, right.
The witness will now state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure. Yup.
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang! Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. No. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up.
What the heck? Where did this self-imposed 3 minutes come from?
Judge, your verdict, now! Yes, Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. Rah! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Look at him, he's just singing like this. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in a restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Wait, go back a second. The night of the 24th, so the day before Christmas, just after- wait, no. What? Hold on. Just after midnight? So is it midnight of the 24th, or are we at the 25th? Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Huh.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup.
You see? Continue!
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
Parrot! Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And then I heard a bang. Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. Couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there. Yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep, at the time, that is.
At the time.
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
By your window?
Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
That is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Huh? Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy!
Where did he go?
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick or this trial's going to be over. Raise an objection. Objection! Your Honor, we provided in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly!
Stupid little boy. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Objection!
Your Honor! This witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof!
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Dude, he's just people just leaving him on the floor.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Wait, no! Hold on! No!
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. No! That is all. The court is adjourned.
What? Wait! Did I miss it? Oh, okay. Wait! I was gonna say, wait, like, I didn't even get a chance to show anything.
Who was that just now?
Me!
Huh? What? Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Larry.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Might be drunk. Yeah, his argument is not,
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over!
Nick! This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right.
If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now!
A waste of time! The verdict cannot be overturned! Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Gasp. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Look at him.
Hey, Pedro. I forgot. I was there the night of the murder. You got me. I guess I can tell you guys. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. Well... When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? You mean our, like, you and me? Us? Together? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Alright, Larry. Please. Larry, save us. Save our butts. Save our butts.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Alright, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, he def gay with Phoenix? Oh, you know it.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Alright. I was out in a boat on the lake.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright.
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something, and I found it.
Oh, what were you looking for? Looking for something.
Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely, he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Okay. Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry.
Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang.
Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. What of it? I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake? How could there have been no boat?
Order. Order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. The end.
So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Okay, I think what we're looking for is this part where he says he only heard one bang. Or, hold on, didn't see a boat. Wait. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's multiple we could look at. So this one, for example, you didn't see a boat, but we have Oh, I guess it would be this one, right? Taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. So maybe this is what he's talking about. It's the empty lake. So actually, can we... It's not that we're contradicting him, but can we be like, yes, this is actually true. But it's 11:50, so before midnight. Now, let's give it a shot. Hopefully I don't get hurt for this. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Oh, yeah. There we go. I messed up. No! I'm trying to agree with him. You didn't see a boat, and you heard a single gunshot and went home. Okay. So you are talking about... We have this thing here about two sounds. Two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on... Oh, but it's a different day, so I don't know if that's... Because we're talking about the 24th, right? Again, unless there's misconceptions about which midnight or what day it is because of the fact that it was at midnight. So... there we go. Well, wait a sec, Larry. Well, what? You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard one gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Not sure? How could you be not sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order, order,
And stop that booing. Who is booing in my court? Get out of here.
Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time! I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
No, we continue. Your Honor, please, 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 I'm begging on my knees, pretty please, allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
My bad, guys. Let me start over. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
So it's the 24th.
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud-like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Alright, Larry.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve, alone.
I shouldn't have said anything.
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see?
Okay, tell me about that. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
I was listening to it real booming loud like.
Oh, Larry. Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
Which is? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what our radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Almost Christmas. Are you sure?
Course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Wait, was that everything? Okay, and then I'm sure I heard that gunshot, and I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Hold on. Almost Christmas. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or the 25th. So, was it this day? Was it this day? Was it this? No, there's no way. After midnight until 25. So then it didn't happen on the 25th, right? It happened the night before with the one gunshot? Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve! That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. It reminds me of the "My You Got Me" moment from Breaking Bad. He's so me. Casually forgets I saw murder because I was too focused on eating the fancy hot dogs. Me filling my claws in the jury like this, just but this is just normal gossip. He should make friends with Cody. I don't know why. Oh, the Larry and the kid. Maybe he'd be good with kids. He said alone on Christmas Eve. Yeah, but at midnight it's just like 12, right? So technically the best day, just about, or the next day. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight.
However, the witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Well, we have to believe in Larry. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
We have one. I know we do. Yeah, this one. Taken automatically on December 24th at 11:50 p.m. This one. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Wow. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Idiot old man. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Oh, did this not get updated? I thought there was something that could show that Lotta changed the settings after the fact. There's autopsy. This was taken automatically at 12:25. Please show the court. Yeah, we're looking for evidence that the sound was the gunshot past midnight. It would be this one, right? Because we literally have a photo of it. So this would be the gunshot that we're referring to. Or let's see, hold on. Empty lake. That we already used that one. 2 gunshots just after midnight. No, not that. Not that. Nope, not that. It has to be this one, no? The fact that we actually have photographic proof? Wait. Wait, is there a way to... I want to reread the log. Please show the court evidence if you have any. Okay, I'm gonna take my chances and say it's this one. Because I'm pretty sure.
Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see?
Your Honor, sorry. I wasn't really sure about the evidence.
No, okay. No!
Hold on, what are we looking? Ask you again. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Oh, okay, yes. Yes, wait, but yeah, yes we can. The one before 11:50 was a... How can we prove that it was a gunshot? Where is it? Oh, do we not have the air tank anymore? don't think the metal detector is the what I'm trying to... I wanted the air tank. Or no, I'm trying to prove that it's a gunshot, not that it was some other noise. So then... Let's see, what do we have? We already showed this, the empty lake photo, which was taken at 11:50. And he said there was no lake, or there was nothing on the lake at 11:50. So is it this one? Or no? Because we're trying to prove that it was... Or do I just show the camera? Well, if I show the camera, will it just be like, oh, like, Lotta updated the camera so when I went to go see her the next day. So it was always set to be for specifically loud gun-like noises. Right. Let's go back. No. No! Oh my god. What other evidence do I have? If the DJ said it, probably because the radio is regulated, right? So they would know what time it is. Yeah, I was also going to say, if it wasn't the fact for whatever the radio host said, you could always go back into, like, seeing what was said on the radio. Don't they usually have, like, a... What do you call it? Don't they have, like, radio recordings? Or, like, yeah, just of what happens on the radio? I mean, let's see. Overhead net. Your back hurty? No! I'm sorry your back hurt. If I show the metal detector, would it be like, yeah, we use this metal detector to find the air tank? Which, well, no, I think that's more like a Gordy evidence, no? The evidence that it was definitely a gunshot is this gun. It's not the autopsy report, alright? I mean, I guess it was never really verified which of the two. It could be either one. So is it this? No! Dang it! Oh my goodness. Okay, I have one last shot. Hold on. Wait. No! I can't save! No! Oh my god. Literally the one last shot. How do we prove that this got the sound at 11:50 was a gunshot? Because we can only show that it was... This photo was taken at 11:50, triggered by some kind of noise. But... What is this? No, that's it? Okay. I thought we'd get some information, like the time of when this was taken or something. Okay, so it's not this. It's not this. I thought I showed this already, and it wasn't that either. I'm so mad they didn't let me save. Okay, I don't want to run into a situation where you have to do the whole trial again because I messed up. So, wait, can I even access the thing from here? Oh, I can't. I can't change it once I'm already in here. No! No, I don't want to do the trial all over again. Okay, let's think hard. What evidence do we have to prove that the gunshot or the whatever triggered the camera at 11:50 was a gunshot. It's not the lake photo. This was taken after midnight. We're looking for the one at this time, 11:50. So yes, there was proof that a sound was triggered of some kind, but we need a way to verify that it is from a gun. It's not this overhead map. It's not this bullet. Not the murder weapon. It's not this. There's no way it's this Misty Faye photo. That doesn't make any sense. It's not this Gordy article. Yeah, because he's looking... Well, he heard the gunshot on the 24th. Because I was when... Oh no, maybe it is this. Because this was taken from the air tank, which caused the people to be like, oh my god, Gordy. But then, when they be like, oh, but are you saying that that's the sound? Oh no. No. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Polly, what did you hear at 11:50? Actually, that'd be kind of wild. Can we call in the parrot to confirm whether or not it was us? You know what? Let's take our chances with that one. Nope. We were wrong. Parrot doesn't come into play quite yet. No! Okay, so we're gonna have to do this again. Hey, No! Okay. Someone had asked me after the last time I played this, like, was it not possible to save during the trial? And I forgot to check if I could. And I'm pretty sure I might have been able to. Okay, we have to go through all of this again. Wait, can I... Oh, it's actually... I know... Autoplay, we tried that last time, and it's not as fast as me just clicking through it myself. So we're gonna catch up to where we last were. And maybe I can think about it a little bit more. Oh my god, okay. The old man is back. I wish there was a save point at the... Or maybe I could have saved and I didn't even realize. Oh my god, you can save. Oh man, okay. So I'm just torturing myself for no reason and not saving like a fool. It's okay, I think I'm pretty sure I remember how to get through this first part. Pretty fast, I hope. Okay, let's do it. Alright, old man. Yep. Okay, let's get going, we're moving forward. So quick recap. Okay, yeah, he says his thing, and then we're gonna have to cross-examine him. Yep. Mm-hmm. No. Huh. Wrong. You will cross-examine him anyways. Von Karma's just really not happy about that. Alright, anyways. We cross-examine the old man. We find... Okay. I rent boats, and then her bang. And I look at the boat, I saw a boat. I saw a boat just floating on the lake. I heard another bang. Man walks by my window. Yeah, okay. I forget. I'm gonna have to try to catch up. There should be... I forget at what point we have to... Yeah, two... Uh-huh. Oh, because he said it was on the 20... Lotta says the 25th. He says the night of the 24th. Alright. Right here. Nope. Right here. Oh, okay, just kidding. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's not the right evidence. Yep. I heard another bang, and then there was a man who came to my window. By your window. By my window. You can see the man's face. Oh, there, here we go. This comes after that. I can't believe he's dead. Yeah. Yeah, are you sure? And then... yes, Dad, wake up! You sure that was the person you saw as Miles Edgeworth? Oh yes, there we go. Okay, so there was nothing that we needed to prove here. Okay, and then... raise an objection. And then he's gonna say guilty. And then Larry Butts is gonna come save us. If you were telling a lie... Okay, here we go. Yep, and then... you're gonna say guilty. The fake out! Alright, maybe this is a clue in for me to save at the 15-minute recess. Or before, like, right at the trial. So we don't have to go through this again. Yeah, Larry Butts! Yep. Larry Butts, our man. Let me testify. Okay, order, and then he's going to say, okay, why not? It's my court, teehee, I do whatever I want. Yes, Larry, tell us about what happened. Yippee! Alright. I'm not gonna make us go through this like 3 times. I promise. Okay, let's get to at least the end part of this. Okay, and then... yeah, he mindlessly picks up the weapon because he's flabbergasted about what had just happened. But he himself did not originally hold the gun in his hand. Star Platinum, hello! The Star Platinum Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. That is him. Okay, we're gonna save here. Save. Okay. Hopefully this actually works. Okay, Larry. Alright. I don't remember how far we were in this. Okay, now he says he's out in the lake, and then he was looking for his balloon, Steel Samurai, and then he heard a single bang, and he said there was no boat. And then oh no. Yeah, he didn't see a boat, he returns the boat to the dock, and then he goes home. And then when we kind of push and prod him... This is the back boat at the dock, and I heard a bang. I looked over the lake, and I didn't see a boat. Phoenix Wright was asking logical, "Why are you screaming?" But your arm holds your shoulder. Ah, yes. For no reason whatsoever. Okay, so he said it was real foggy. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out or not. Okay. And so and then after the single gunshot, he went home. So you heard one bang. Yeah. Huh. Okay, here we go. He said only one bang, and specifically... So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. And then we show Lotta's statement about the fact that there were 2 gunshots.
Objection!
Wait, can I save here? Okay. I'm paranoid after the last time. Yeah, there's 2 gunshots. That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh? Not sure? How could you be not sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What? Okay, this is about where we were at. Order, order, and stop that booing. No booing in my court. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion.
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? Yes, continue. Your Honor, please, 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 I'm begging, I'm on my knees, I beg you, I kiss your feet, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Hehe, my bad, guys. So this is what happened. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming, loud-like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Is this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
We have to redo the entire thing. I know! I'm getting to it. We're almost there. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Well, very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing the charade. Okay, and so then we find out, what does the DJ say exactly? It's only being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Tell me about it, Larry. What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do for us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. Okay, well, I was supposed to show something at that point. Yeah, only on Christmas Eve. And when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. And then we're gonna show that almost Christmas is not Christmas, the 25th. That is a completely different day. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
that would seem to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots.
Hello, Poke Castle, welcome.
In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna save soon here, because this is where we died last time.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
Okay, I'm gonna save right now. Yes. Save. I hope it actually brings me back to this point and not, like, at the start of the trial or something crazy.
Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Okay, evidence there was a gunshot before midnight is this photo. It was taken at exactly 11:50 p.m. Present. The iconic almost Christmas scene. Yes, everybody's favorite. Died more like Edgeworth did. We just lost the cage. No, if Edgeworth dies, I die. He's part of me. He is my other half. He is the hole in my heart. Or he fills up the hole in my heart. That is my BF. And that doesn't mean best friend. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Idiot, old man. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear!
Well, Mr. Wright.
Okay, save. Save. Yes. There. if we keep messing up, we'll come back. Hopefully.
Well, Mr. Wright, there is no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Yippee! Hello, gun puppy. Welcome. Bottle. A bottle? We have no bottle. We have the camera, we have the autopsy report, which doesn't have a clear date yet. We haven't determined whether it was... Well, it was sometime between the 24th or the 25th, but not exactly which day. The air thing? I know, that's what I was looking for, but we don't have it. We don't have it as an evidence, which is what I wanted to show, but instead we have a metal detector, and I believe I showed the metal detector last time, and it didn't work. He was like, what is that smirk, Phoenix, right? You showing me some bullshit? Like, what is this? In my court? Get out of here. It wasn't this photo, because this is not proving that the gunshot was taken at 11:50 before midnight. This photo is clearly labeled for Christmas at 12:15. We already showed this one. This also does not work, because showing that the lake was empty, or showing the photo of the empty lake, only proves that the camera took the photo that was triggered by the loud noise. But we're trying to show that the sound that made the camera go off was a gunshot, and I need evidence to prove it somehow. We have this Gordy article, which also doesn't work. We have overhead map, which is already kind of pointless. There's no point in... I already know that's not going to work. The pistol bullet found in the victim's body. The ballistic markings match the murder weapon's barrel. Yeah, unfortunately, neither of these two things have timestamps of which you fire them. So these two evidence don't work either. We have a lot of disposition, which she heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. But again, we're trying to prove what the noise was at 11:50, that it was a gunshot. And the parrot is also not good evidence. We cannot bring in the parrot as a witness quite yet. Or evidence. We have the file on the DL6 case file, or the DL6 case file incident, which is related to this case, but not particularly for this question we are trying to answer. And we have this photograph from the DL6 incident, which also doesn't prove what we're trying to answer. So... I don't know if there's a way that I can go back and be like, actually, no, I don't have evidence for this, but there has to be something. Otherwise, I don't think the game would proceed you this far into being like, hey, this... And I already showed the camera. I thought if I showed the camera as evidence, Phoenix would be like, oh, we went back to see Lotta Hart the day after the trial, and she then changed the settings to trigger to any loud noise. But we specifically know that it's set to trigger during loud noises. So, like a gunshot, as an example. But that didn't work either. And there's my attorney's badge, but this isn't gonna do anything. And neither will this Misty Faye photo, so this is Mia's mom. But this is, again, having to do with the DL6 incident and not so much with what we're, again, trying to prove. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I was hoping we still have the air tank, but we don't. And I feel like I showed all of this already. So I'm not sure what... Unless I literally just don't have it. But I don't think the game lets you proceed without finding all the evidence. The air tank would have won this case. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it after we showed it. That's why I thought it would be this, the Gordy article. Because this... I was hoping that this would have like a time stamp or a claim of like when the photo was taken. But that doesn't again answer the question of what triggered, or that the fact that the sound that triggered the camera was indeed a gun firing. So I'm kind of lost. And losing everything completely doesn't give me like any sort of like, haha, you were meant to do that. You know what I mean? I guess we could try this. I did save, so how long does the gun take to reload? That is... Oh, fired 3 times! Oh my god! Wait, the kitty. You're so right. Fired 3 times, and there's 3 gunshots. Oh my god, how did I overlook that? You might actually be correct. Oh my god! The kitty, Detective the kitty. Oh my god. That was a good train of thought though. I didn't even consider that. I mean, I assume it's just like, oh, you know, you would just put the bullet in, however long it takes you to fumble putting a bullet back into a gun. But we previously already discovered that the gun was fired 3 times. This is my evidence! The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Gasp. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! Well, what's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What was... Oh god, now I'm gonna have to remember about the steel samurai case. So, from what I remember from the previous case, it was made to look like a murder, but it was actually an accident. And then it was framed around being a murder of someone else. They're trying to frame someone for a murder that they didn't do. Quick, the VOD! Pull it up! Pull up the files! What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Imagine the OG Batman transition. And then we're at the previous VOD.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
Bang. And then he's gone.
There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
The murderer and Hammond, Edgeworth and the murderer, Edgeworth and Hammond. Miles Edgeworth and Robert Hammond.
Yes, I believe you are mad. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me, and yet what did you just say? That Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat?
Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once.
Oh no! I'm going to have to penalize you for this foolishness.
Bah! I'll ask you again.
Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Well, hold on. Can't be the murderer and Hammond, because Edgeworth was definitely on the boat. So I guess then it has to be Edgeworth on the murderer? But then where's Robert Hammond? Okay, we still have at least 2 shots at this. I believe it's Edgeworth and the murderer. It has to be. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer! After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Gasp. Why the fuck does Edgeworth not say that someone slimed out the dude in front of him?
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Huh. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Miles Edgeworth, Lotta Hart, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Huh?
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Well, clearly if it didn't take place here, and we're saying that it's him, it came from here, no? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Oh, there goes Larry, looking for his balloon. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. There he goes, looking in the lake. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Oh my god. Phoenix Wright. Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night... Wait, I'm gonna save again. I'm scared. Okay. Continue, Phoenix Wright. I'm scared. I don't want to start over again. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh my god. Jesus. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Well, it had to have been the boat shop caretaker, no? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth, on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... creating a fake murder scene. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see.
Oh, I'm giving him I'm actually giving him the same voice as Von Karma.
To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Oh boy. Here it comes. Summon our stand. The bird assists. Summon the bird! You've been found guilty for being a buffoon! I charge you with 20 to life in stupid jail! Oh my god. Me when I bullshit the answers and it's correct. Same.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Here he is, that handsome, handsome boy.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to that lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
Oh my god, he disappeared! There's a murderer on the loose! The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away!
Bro letting his daddy issues be his downfall. Yep. I love the bird image. It's just...
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared! A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who... I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Just use the bird. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Okay, we save again. Save. Yippee! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. Yeah, he wants him. He wants him so bad. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
Smiling. I could never. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
The thing being...
my complicated feelings for you, Wright.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left.
I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. Do I want to date you, or do I want to marry you? Or maybe a secret third option, I'm not sure. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? The crime of stealing my heart? A memory of a murder. What the? Murder who? Edgeworth, no! No! It's okay, Edgy. I like him bad. It's fine. We'll make it work. I promise. Okay. I do have to end... I do have to end stream here in like a couple minutes. So, we'll read what happens here, and then I'm gonna have to call it the end of the night, unfortunately. I'm having a lot of fun though. And I'm kind of sad because I was hoping like, oh man, maybe we can finish Phoenix Wright by the time, like before the holidays, because I'm gonna be busy with family and such, so I won't be able to stream for like 2 weeks. But maybe we still have at least one stream next week. So yeah, it is a very big case. So maybe we can at least finish the case next week, but we're not gonna finish the game because there's still at least one extra case after that. But I think we can finish the case next week, probably for sure. I hope, maybe. So what was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? I don't know, he kind of couldn't keep eye contact with me, and he was like kind of kicking dirt on the floor, and his face looked kind of pinkish. I don't know. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth's killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. He'd never take someone's life. Never! He'd only steal my heart. Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? It's me, Larry Butts, your favorite Phoenix Wright character. What do you think of my performance today? Please praise me. I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? You were like, oh, Larry Butts is so cool. Right, Nick? I made you swoon too, right?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped. Oh my god! It's real! Larry Phoenix? Real? Oh my god. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
Phoenix, take this seriously. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should have been bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Okay. It's a good expression. I love this sprite a lot. Anyways, let's see what he has to say. So tell us, what do you think of today's trial, Larry? And also thank you. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick.
That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty sus. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? I mean, I know you said you kinda made your heart skip a little. Did that really change your mind? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. You don't know about our past. You don't know about our lore, our angst. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial? Ooh,
A class trial! So let's talk about the class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. Oh my god, look at him.
I didn't do it. Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, and blah 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 blah! Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you! Hey, did you rob the bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles?
Oh my god, look at him. Oh, with his little bow tie. Oh, he wants to be like Daddy so bad.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
Yeah, he's babby.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up?
Oh, hey Larry.
This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Where is he in this photo? Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright. We will have to stop there, and we will find out what happened after said class trial about my school romance with Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. So let me save. Save. It's a cliffhanger, so that way you come back next week to find out more about the juicy relationship between Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth, and I guess their third partner, Larry Butts. But thanks for joining me tonight, guys. That was fun. Wait, before you go. Yes, OnlyFans. What is it? Before I go. What did they say about Eclipse? Oh, I haven't emailed them yet. I'm so sorry. I've been busy. But I did see that they liked the tweet that I made when I said I was going live to play it. But as soon as I know and I hear back from them, I will let you guys know. Oh, but I guess something you guys can look forward to. A little Christmas surprise. Somewhat. So on December 23rd, there's, well, no. Maybe the date wasn't confirmed quite yet, but I think surely it's on December 23rd. But there is a Christmas concert being organized by Obaki Pam. And Pam has organized Christmas concerts several years in a row with many VTuber guests appearing. I participated in the concert last year, and I applied to be in the concert again. And so I will also be partaking once again this year in Obaki Pam's concert. I recently started preparing and practicing, you know. So I hope you will come whenever, you know, once more details are finalized about the concert, I'll let you guys know. But it should be on Obaki Pam's channel. And it's usually sometime in the evening, or at least, like, for my time zone, it's in the evening. I guess that would really depend on where you all live. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. So again, once I have more information and all that, I'll let you guys know, and I'll be posting about it on my socials and such as usual. But more than likely, hopefully by next week when we stream again, that those details are a little more ironed out. All I want for Christmas is a Calico idol, and it's becoming real! Let's go! Yeah, if you want to see what I did last year for that concert, I was a part of a 6-person song, so it was pretty nice to share the spotlight with my co-singers in that Christmas concert last year. So again, I hope I will have more information that I can share about the concert, hopefully by next week. So again, just keep an eye out for that, but that's something you guys can look forward to. And I'm still thinking and, you know, rubbing my hands together like a fly and twiddling my thumbs and thinking about what I will prepare for my 3rd streamer anniversary coming up on January of the new year. So drop the channel link. Okay, hold on. I think, can I just, well, I don't want to just @her because I don't know what that does in chat. Let me pull up her channel real quick. Where are you, Obaki Pam? Where are you, Obaki Pam? Oh, there she is. I just saw her Obaki Pam channel. So here is her channel. Oh yeah, I'm rubbing my flies together. Leave me alone! There you go. Yeah, that's her channel. Be sure to subscribe to her. So that way you can get notified whenever the waiting room for the Christmas concert goes up. Yay! So it'll be a lot of fun. If you are a VTuber fan, you'll get to be introduced to a lot of new VTubers. So I hope you will tune in and join us in the holiday spirit and have some fun. But until then, I will see you all next week, and hopefully we can finally finish this trial. I'm going crazy. But thankfully we didn't have to redo it 3 times, like last time. So I'll see you guys later. Bye! Have a good rest of your day or night.